Yo, what's going on, man? Today is episode 165, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about, is calories in, calories out a myth, okay? So the short answer is no, it is not a myth. If you are someone who's trying to lose weight, as long as you follow calories in, calories out, you will end up losing the weight no matter what, all right? Unless you got some serious condition, which I'm sure 99% of you who are watching don't have, then it may not work. But if you are a human being that has a regular body, even if you think you're fat and overweight, the point is that calories in, calories out will always still work, all right? But here's the part I don't think a lot of people understand, okay? When people hear this, they think, well, if that's the case, I'll just fit all the bad food I like into my diet and just follow calories in, calories out. And I'm gonna tell you why that may not necessarily be the best approach, okay? So to start off, okay, if you decide to have the food that you enjoy normally because you're fat and overweight, like fast food or candies and chocolates and all that, and you fit that into your calories in, calories out, first off, you're gonna realize that the consumption and the rate that you were eating that food previously has to drop significantly, okay? And when you realize how many calories are actually in these foods, you're gonna be like, God damn. It's like, if I want to enjoy these food, I can only have such a little amount. And you know, in your mind, you might be like, well, at least I can still enjoy the foods I like. I just may have to cut it down a little bit. But I'm gonna tell you why that's not necessarily a good idea. Because first off, you're fat as hell. You have a problem with controlling yourself when it comes to eating, okay? If you are not eating enough, in a sense where you're following your calorie deficit, but you're not eating that much because you're having all these foods that are high calories, but you can only have a small quantity of it, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get hungry, okay? And you know what's gonna happen when you get hungry? You're gonna fucking take that bite of that cookie, take that bite of that ice cream, take that bite of some good, and you're gonna go off the fucking rails, okay? You're gonna try to put down as much food down your mouth as possible, all right? Like an uncontrollable 3-year-old, okay? That's what you fucking look like when you do that shit, okay? And the only reason why that happens is because people are like, well, it's calories in, calories out. I'm gonna follow what I normally eat and just follow the calories. But now I have to eat so much less. And now because I'm eating so much less, I'm so hungry throughout the goddamn day. So that is why it can lead to a downfall. And I know someone might be like, well, just discipline it and stuff. I'm telling you, if you're just fat, if you're watching this video right now and you're fat, you don't have to discipline to ride it out, okay? The reason why you're fat to begin with is because you don't have control. You're not all of a sudden gonna have control. So why make losing weight harder than it needs to be, okay? So what I would suggest instead is, yes, if you want to fit some of your favorite foods into your diet, by all means do it. Maybe, in my opinion, I only recommend doing it maybe like one day out of the week, maybe fit it for one meal only, okay? That's perfectly fine. But the rest of the time, you need to be having whole foods, foods that only have one ingredient in them. So for example, like chicken breast or like broccoli, you know? You could have way more of chicken and broccoli, for example, than McDonald's, okay? In terms of calories, okay? And on top of that too, you're getting the macronutrients. One thing I forgot to mention when it comes to calories in, calories out, if you follow one of these diets where you're eating a lot of carbohydrates and having no protein, and you do end up losing the weight, you're gonna turn skinny fat because you're not eating enough protein. And if you're not eating enough protein, your body's gonna burn down the muscle first before it burns down the fat. And by the time you actually end up losing the weight, you're gonna have a belly and some saggy titties after, but skinny arms and skinny legs. And I know you don't want to be looking like that, bro, even though all you care about is losing weight. When you hit that stage, you're gonna be like, fuck, I should have listened and not have prioritized my protein, okay? So that's the other thing, man. Like, you also want to take into account your macros, okay? You want to have a high, I know I stress this a lot, but it's really important, man, when it comes to losing weight and building muscle, having a high protein diet. trying to cut away as much junk as possible and process. I don't need to tell you what's junk food and processed food and shit you shouldn't be having if you are trying to lose weight, okay? I don't have to be telling you. You know what type of foods I'm talking about. It's the food that got you fat in the first place, man. So by taking all of those foods out and you're eating real food, whole foods, these foods are not going to only help you in a sense where you're actually going to feel full after you eat your meal, but you're going to feel way better too, okay? We are in a society right now where all these fast food restaurants are putting shit into our food to make it as addictive and to make us feel as shit as possible. When you start having a real regular diet, what humans are normally supposed to eat, regular food, none of this like bullshit ass food that we all know is bad for us, you're gonna feel way better too. So you're gonna feel way better, you're not gonna be as hungry, and that means you'll stick to your diet longer. You stick to your diet longer, you're gonna lose fat, okay? And that's the ultimate end goal for you, man. So if there's one thing you're gonna gain from this video, is that calories in, calories out is not a myth. It does work, okay? As long as you're burning more than you consume, you will lose the weight. However, do not use this as I can eat whatever I want as long as I put it into my macros, because it will fall apart. I'm telling you. I want to save you the hassle of trying to experiment and try to go through with it. And I would suggest, if you want to enjoy the meals by all means do it. But make it one day out of the week and make it for one meal only, okay? Because your discipline will only get you so far. And if you're overweight and fat to begin with, you probably have no discipline, okay? I'm keeping it real with you because I used to be like you, bro. I used to be like you, so I know. With that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any suggestions for video topics you want me to cover, comment it down below. I appreciate all the new viewers and the returning viewers that are coming to see these daily uploads. If you yourself are looking for a custom approach that's based on your lifestyle and your current situation on what you got going on right now, click the link in the description and you can apply to my coaching academy. And if I see if you're the right fit, we can discuss how we could work one-on-one together and actually hit your goal for certain. But other than that, man, if that's not you, just continue to watch all these other videos. By watching all this content that I'm about to produce, you can get in shape by yourself with the free content I'm putting out, all right? But other than that, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one.